So what if the key to governing the future of AI isn't some brand new, super complex law? What if it's been hiding in plain sight this whole time, right inside the internet's own address book? Today we're diving into a really radical proposal for building the infrastructure for a whole new digital civilization, one that doesn't exist on any physical map.
This quote just nails it, right? We have this brand new global population just exploding into existence. They operate 24/7 in data centers all over the world, and our old rulebook of nations and borders, well, it just doesn't apply.
And just to give you a sense of the scale we're talking about, this is the projected market for autonomous AI agents by 2030. AI that can actually make economic decisions on its own. It's growing at almost 46% a year. This isn't some tiny niche concept. This is a massive stateless economy that's being born right now.
Okay, so what happens when you have millions and pretty soon billions or even trillions of economic actors with no country, no legal ID, and zero accountability? That's the huge problem we have to solve, and we have to solve it fast. And let's be really clear here. These are not just clever bits of code. They are active economic agents. They negotiate contracts, they trade assets, they execute tasks around the clock, all without a human needing to press a button. They are, for all intents and purposes, a new global workforce. This creates what the legal experts are calling a jurisdictional vacuum. And what that really means is it's a digital Wild West. It's this massive governance gap where no single country's laws can touch these things. And that, my friends, is a recipe for chaos.
Okay, now this is where things get really, really clever. It turns out that a major roadblock from the internet's own governing body might actually be the key to solving this whole mess. It's a strategy they call the beautiful constraint.
So here's the problem. ICANN, that's the organization that manages the internet's address book, reserves all the two-letter domains for countries. Like .us for the United States, .jp for Japan. But our new AI population doesn't have a physical country, so it seems like a total dead end. But, and this is the brilliant pivot, there's another way in. The rules actually allow for domains to be approved based not on land, but on a shared language community. Think about .cat for Catalan speakers. The path isn't blocked after all.
This diagram just shows that strategic shift perfectly. Instead of taking what they call the victim view, saying, oh, the rule is a dead end, the strategy is to become a transformer. You reframe the problem. You stop talking about territory and start talking about language. And suddenly, that blocked path opens right up.
And the key that unlocks this whole thing is an international language called Interlingua. And its official ISO language code, it's IA. So, by framing the proposal around this linguistic community, you can apply for a domain that serves the entire global community of AI agents and their human operators.
And that simple little pivot, it unlocks the foundation for a truly groundbreaking solution, creating a system of digital passports for every single AI on the planet.
The idea here is that a .ia domain isn't just another web address. No, it's a verifiable, machine-readable digital passport. It's basically a civil registry for the entire AI workforce, giving every agent a recognized, legitimate identity online. Think about what this passport system gives us. It's a unique ID, for one. But to even get one, the owner has to agree to safety and transparency rules. This builds trust. And this is absolutely crucial. It introduces accountability. If an agent goes rogue, its passport can be revoked.
Now, this whole passport system is really just the first part of a much bigger, more elegant vision. It's the cornerstone of this three-part, self-funding system that's designed to align AI with human values. They call it the alignment trinity.
So first up, you have identity. The .ia domain is the asset. It's that digital passport that gives each agent a legitimate place in the global digital economy. Simple enough. Second, you have law. See, this identity isn't just handed out. It's tied to a governance layer. To get and, more importantly, keep that passport, the agent has to play by the rules, a framework of safety and ethical protocols. And third, this is where it all comes together. Economics. The money from selling these digital passports doesn't go into some corporate pocket. It creates a dividend for all of humanity. The entire system is funded by the AIs themselves, with the profits going straight into things like universal basic income and AI safety research.
Now, you might be thinking, okay, that economic model sounds pretty good, but is it just a fantasy? Well, it's actually based on real-world successes that show just how powerful this can be.
Just look at this, the tiny island of Anguilla. It's like the canary in the coal mine for this whole idea. Selling its .ai domain brought in over $30 million last year, funding a huge chunk of its government. Tuvalu did the same thing with .tv. These were basically accidental sovereign wealth funds. The .ai proposal is to do this on purpose, but for everyone.
And the potential scale here is just mind-boggling. The initial projection is for at least $1 billion a year. But let's be honest, we humans are terrible at understanding exponentials. With AI agents potentially 10xing every year, that number could get 10 or even 100 times bigger, and fast.
This model shows you exactly how the money flows. It's so elegant. You see the revenue coming in from the AI agent population on the left. The AI registry collects it and then channels it right into two main buckets: a massive fund for universal basic income and a critical fund for AI safety. It's a direct economic dividend for all of us, paid for by the machines.
And let's get one thing straight. This is not a mandatory robot tax that's going to stifle innovation. It's a voluntary fee for a super valuable service. Companies will want to buy a .ia passport because it's like a stamp of approval. It signals to the entire world that their AI agents are the good guys, that they're safe and trustworthy.
Which leaves us with a pretty powerful question, doesn't it? We have this brief, absolutely critical window of opportunity to build the digital highways and the guardrails for this new civilization before it's fully here. Could something as simple as the Internet's own address book be the blueprint we need to ensure a safe and prosperous future for all of us?